Hey guys, this is a video on a single arm overhead squat. This is a fantastic movement, I love it. You can do it with kettlebells or dumbbells or even a barbell if you want just one arm to add a little bit of a challenge there. Let me start. I'm gonna follow the following order. Sorry about the redundancy. I'm gonna start by telling you the points of performance. Then I'm gonna tell you the purpose of this movement, and then I'm going to tell you how to attack it. So the points of performance in the squat part are the same, right? So I wanna have as deep of a squat as I can while my spine is in neutral, right? So I don't need to be overextended, but I need to be in neutral. I don't want to round, especially that lower back, right? So I am going to come here, same as low as I can, arm extended up, right? And what we're adding is that arm, and what I want from that arm is that you're fully extended. So tendency is to bend the elbow. We don't want that elbow fully straight. Wrist neutral, right? Like so. We're not gonna do this. As soon as I do that, I put more demands on flexibility on this chain. So I want wrist neutral for both the kettlebell and the dumbbell, right? So if I am using a dumbbell, I'm gonna come here, arm is fully straight, wrist is neutral, I'm gonna come down, extend back, right? Like knees are tracking my toes, arms fully extended as low as I can, while my back is extended, and then back up. That is it. Excellent. So those are the points of performance. Purpose. The single arm overhead squat has all the same intrinsic characteristics of the overhead squat. So the fact that I am loading overhead is gonna make my core work really hard at stabilizing, because it's just one joint and it's very unstable. The shoulder joint is gonna be working greatly at stabilizing, which is a great stimulus, and I'm doing a squat. And so everything that is good about a squat is gonna naturally come up. So all the intrinsic things of the movement are there. There's one addition that I really like, and that is like a natural part of this movement, and is that it tells you about the relationship of your shoulder joint with your hips and legs, right? And so if you think it for a second, when we walk, we are like, this joint is related with this joint is related with this joint, right? Like we are rotational beings too, and so that relationship is very important. So what you feel that when you're here, you'll feel that this leg is gonna be compensating when I'm overhead squatting with this arm, and that's gonna be very interesting to feel. It's gonna be very interesting to know, and we're gonna find out if like there's some weirdness in your body, right? Like this side is awesome, this side is a mess, whatever. So that's a really cool part of this movement. Okay, and that's one of the main purposes of practicing, not just to find out like there's something wrong or whatever, actually like any other movement, because it will fix those things, right? Like so practicing that movement is gonna make the relationship between these two guys and these two guys better, right? And so that's it. Awesome. So now let's talk about how to go and perform this. So for everybody who will start, if you have access to kettlebells, start there. The fact that the bell is gonna sit a little bit behind you, right? It's gonna be a little bit more forgiving with lack of flexibility on the shoulder joint, because with the dumbbell you will have to naturally move the bell more behind, right? Like since the bell is here, you can move the arm a little bit more in front of you, so it's more forgiving with flexibility. So I will start with the kettlebell, if possible. Good. And how will I go about this? Is I will start here. So first test. Can I press my kettlebell overhead, hold it, while my elbow is extended, my wrist is neutral? Simple test. Can I? I can? Awesome. Then I'm gonna start coming down. I'm gonna look at the kettlebell initially, because that's gonna make the things a little bit easier. This is not a point of performance, this is just like a little bit of a trick. So I'm gonna look there, and I'm gonna try to come as low as I can, right? And that, by that I mean as low as I can while I don't feel any compensation. So what you feel is that the hip is gonna move, the ankle, the foot is gonna move. You're gonna start feeling on the opposite limb mostly, maybe also in the same one, but mostly you're gonna start feeling those compensations. So the way to start this movement, this is the first time you're doing it, you're gonna do few reps here. Oh, I feel a little bit restricted, come back up, right? And so you're gonna try to go as low as you can while you feel restricted, and see if you can earn half an inch or something without compensation, right? So I'm gonna feel it here. Okay. Let me see if I can find the balance again. There, right? And so you just find that depth, but you have to be very intentional, very slow about this, right? And that includes the integrity of the regular squat, right? But also the integrity of this chain. We want this straight. That is it. So when you're learning this, go as low as you can with awesome mechanics. And first, before loading it up, first try to find more depth and more depth. So find a way that is challenging, but that you can keep arms straight and good depth, and then try to increase that depth at that weight before adding weight, because your problem is not strength, your problem is depth. And so more weight is not going to help you there. That is it. Give it a try, let me know how it goes.